What is the Detroit Lions' best positional group? That's the question we're going to be answering in this video. When we look at the Detroit Lions positional groups, they have a lot of good ones now, and that's why I'm super excited for 2019. This team is absolutely stacked, and there are certain position groups where, well, we kind of have question marks, and that is like the offensive line, right? We still kind of know what the offensive line is going to look like, but if we're going to be honest with ourselves, we still have question marks. We still have question marks about the cornerback position for sure. But with that being said, there are some positional groups that are absolutely outstanding on the Detroit Lions. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the top 3 positional groups currently for the Detroit Lions. Let's get right into the video. All right, we're going to start off this list with the wide receiver positional group. And this positional group comes in the top 3 list because we have a lot of depth at the wide receiver position, but we are also kind of top heavy, okay? When you look at Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay, you already have 2 really good wide receivers there. And I know some of you guys are very high on Marvin Jones Jr. going into 2019, saying he's going to get like 10 to 15 in touchdowns. That's crazy, and I hope that happens because that would be absolutely amazing. Also, don't forget about Danny Amendola, who's been balling out throughout training camp. So he's been making a name for himself, been playing very well. I mean, not really making a name for himself. He's already made a name for himself, but he's doing very well. So now you have your top 3. Now it's like, okay, well, what do we have after that? We have a lot of really good young talent. And with that being said, a lot of guys aren't going to actually make the team, but they're going to end up with someone else very fast, and they're going to actually play a role, I believe, because we have so many talented guys. We have a lot of guys that moved over from last year to this year. Andy Jones, Brandon Powell, but those guys are kind of in questions, right? We're not even sure if those guys are going to make the team. But then you have new guys that you brought in, like Travis Fulgham, Tommy Lee Lewis, that we easily forget about. We have a lot of talent down there, and some of those guys may not make the team. Now, I hope Travis Fulgham makes it as well. But don't forget about Jermaine Kearse, who we brought in, who has won a Super Bowl before. This guy is very talented. I hope Kearse makes the team. We have a really, really deep wide receiver group, but we are also kind of top-heavy to a point that our top 3 wide receivers are very reliable. After that, a lot of young talent, so we're not 100% sure what they're going to give to us, but we still have a lot of talent throughout that group where whoever doesn't make the team is going to go somewhere else and play and probably be talented there. So with that being said, our wide receiver positional group looks actually really good going into 2019, but again, it all really relies on that offensive line because the offensive line struggles, our wide receiver positional group really doesn't matter at all, but they come in at number 3. So now let's hop into number 2. Coming in at number 2 is that tight end group. So we're going to stay on the offensive side of the ball, right? We have the tight ends and the wide receivers. Like, dang, we got some weapons. If 2 of our top 3 positional groups are wide receiver and tight end, at least in my opinion, that means we're scary offensively. And with that being said, when you look at the tight end position, we have a lot of guys that are improving, right? Well, TJ Hawkinson has been outstanding throughout training camp. He has been one of the best players, like, on the team. Not rookie-wise. The best players on the team. You could make a case that he's been the best player on the team throughout training camp. This guy has been crazy good, catching everything thrown to him. So he was 8th pick in the draft. We expected that. That's why Iowa wanted him drafted so high, because they knew what he gave to the Detroit Lions. So now you look after that. Okay, well, who do you have? You have Jesse James, 6'7" freak out of the Steelers. This guy is great, and he hasn't 100% proven himself, but he's going to have a bigger role with the Lions in 2019 than probably ever before. So he's going to have a lot to show, especially when the Detroit Lions go to that 2 tight end or even a 3 tight end package. He's going to be really good, especially in the red zone. Both of those guys have been. Then you look at the 3rd tight end, Logan Thomas, who really is being known right now for the red zone threat. I mean, this guy's been crazy in the red zone. Not to mention, this guy was a quarterback. So, I mean, when we go to trick plays, you can use Logan Thomas as your quarterback, right? I mean, you can do something funky with that. And they better do that at least one time, because if not, I'm going to be kind of upset. But with that being said, that's 3 really good tight ends there. We gave him a second chance, and he's doing his thing. Then you have a guy named Isaac Nauta, a late-round pick for the Detroit Lions, the tight end position. This guy has been great as well out of Georgia. And some people are saying, hey, this guy's got better hands than Hawkinson. I was like, you guys are crazy. There's no way Nauta has better hands than Hawkinson. I don't think he does, but he's been great as well. This guy has been matching up against guys like Tavai and making a lot of big plays throughout training camp. So again, a lot of these guys are young, and that's why they can't come in at number 1. But with that being said, we have a lot of talent, right? And then you look after that. Well, we just brought in Austin Traylor, so we have tons of depth. Our tight end positional group is outstanding, and it's one of the best positional groups, obviously, because it comes in at number 2, at least in my opinion. So let me hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. But now, drum roll. Coming in at number 1, the best positional group currently on the Detroit Lions is the defensive line. I mean, what else could it have been? The defensive line is scary. Like Tampa Bay was good with John Gruden. That kind of thing. Like when they were really good and they had Warren Sapp and that scary defense line. I think that was 2000 when they were scary on defense. That's kind of what the Detroit Lions have right now. I mean, you look, our defense line was really, really good before we added a guy named Mike Daniels. Our defense was good before we had a guy named Trey Flowers. Now we have Trey Flowers added, Mike Daniels added, Austin Bryant added, PJ Johnson added, and yes, I guess some of these players may not even play in 2019, but they're still added because they're so deep. We have Romeo Quara already. We have Snacks Harrison, the best interior defensive lineman in the league. I'm going to go to that. Not best run stopper, the best interior lineman, because I like Snacks a lot. And you know, I'm not going to call him Snacks anymore because I don't think he likes that name. I'm going to call him Damon. Damon is a great player for the Detroit Lions. Okay, you can't forget about some of this talent that we already had on the team. Ashawn Robinson from Alabama, a second-round pick. We are so deep and so top-heavy and talented throughout the whole group that the defense line may be the best in the league. I'm going to go and say it will be. Even if we get injured, we're going to have a lot of talent coming up. So whether or not Mike Daniels starts on that $9.1 million contract or comes off the bench because of a guy like Ashawn Robinson, really doesn't matter. They're going to get in the rotation because that's what Matt Patricia does. He's really been going all out of this defensive line. And that's what our calling card is going to be. When you think about the Lions, there's a lot of years when you really don't know what to say, right? And those are bad years. You want to have something that you're really good at. Now, you want to be good at everything, but you want to have like that one niche. It's like, dang, you don't want to mess with this part. And we really haven't had that, right? We've been like, okay, we're good. We have some problems here. We're pretty good at catching the ball. We're okay passing. We're not super good at one thing. Now we're super good at the defensive line. And overall, we're a really good team, right? That's why there's top 3 positional groups. We have a lot of good positional groups. But the defensive line is scary, and it's the best in the league. It's the best since the Detroit Lions had that Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, Cliff Averill type of Van den Bosch type of thing going on back in the early 2010s type of thing. That's what the Detroit Lions are building right now, and I love what Matt Patricia is doing. They're absolutely scary, and they come in at number 1. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sorry that we're still in this environment. We will be back in the cool set back on Monday. With that being said, I appreciate all of you guys for rocking with me. It's been absolutely outstanding. I'm going to say that every video because I really can't express how awesome you guys are. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'm out.